What is going on, YouTube? So it's been a few days, meant to upload this sooner, but coming back with the second round of the playoffs. So I did simulate through the first, what would have been 4 games. As you guys can see here, all the series actually ended up the exact same, 3-1. And so as promised, I'm going to play the final game in the series if we do end up winning here. The statistics still looking good for us. Pavel Bure still the points leader in the playoffs. So we did. I think I said in the last video that we did not play the Florida Panthers in the regular season, but we actually did. So this will be the second time playing them. I believe they start Solani, Koivu, and Rafalski, and I'm just going to play in the normal Hurricane Stadium here. So I think the last one we played like Pirate Ship or something like that. So keeping it pretty normal here. So keeping the same starting lineup: Roenick, Yzerman, Bure, and Habibulin in goal. Same lineup that's worked all year. And about halfway through the first period, maybe a little bit past, you guys will see that I actually changed. I've been playing on Pro the entire time, and it's the second highest level out of 4 levels, and I thought that would be enough, but it wasn't. So I'm going to change it up to All-Star, the difficulty. Like I said, about halfway through the first period. I ended up skipping through most of the lineups after they show this one. Then they have, I believe it's Marty B. Raw in goal. So that's their starting lineup. But anyway, back to the whole difficulty thing. Like I said, decided to go with higher difficulty. It didn't really make too much of a difference in this game, honestly. But Pro just seemed too easy. If you guys have played this game before, you played it a decent amount when you were a kid, and Pro is probably pretty easy. You probably agree with that. So I believe we get 1 goal before that, though. The second period was a pretty big period for me. I don't think I meant, actually, if you guys were looking at the playoff tree, then you saw that we are in the second round of the playoffs right now. We beat the New Jersey Devils in the first round of the playoffs, and then we will be playing either the Penguins or the Maple Leafs in the third round if we win. And there's the first goal. Jeremy Roenick gets it. His, I want to say like 18th of the playoffs or somewhere in that range, and here's where I change over the difficulty. It was on Pro, so move it back to All-Star. You guys will see you'll see a significant change in the hitting, a little bit in the speed, but that's about it. The goalie difficulty really didn't change too much. At least it seemed like. I don't know. I haven't played on All-Star in a hot minute, so yeah, I guess we'll see what happens. But yeah, so 2 minutes left in the first period. I got the 1-0 lead here. Like I said, trying to eliminate the Panthers here in 5 games, move on to the conference finals. It looked like the Maple Leafs were the ones ahead 3-1, so it will probably be the Leafs if we're able to win this game and able to secure a spot, hopefully on the way to the finals pretty soon. I don't think we played the Maple Leafs in the regular season. Like I said, I was hoping for 3 teams that I didn't play, just to change up the variety of looks. But if you guys, just a little bit of other stuff, you guys notice I did change my logo. I just had the OSU logo in there for a little bit. That was just kind of a placeholder. The new one, I don't know if we'll get keep it or not. It's just a simple SSC for Stillwater sports cards. I thought it looked cool. Tried to make it look like a computerized like college logo. Since I've kind of taken away the emphasis of cards from my channel, as you guys see the first fight here, Jeremy Roenick and Brian Rafalski. Rafalski wins the first hits. So the 3 guys they had weren't really too big of fighters. They had Koivu, Solani, and Rafalski. I think Solani's a bigger fighter than Koivu is. I'm not 100% sure on that, though. So I did get the first fight win here. I believe I lose the second one when we fight with Yzerman against, I believe it was Solani. It was kind of sad to lose to the team with Solani, but it's kind of been the way fights been going for me this year. Win 1, lose 1, or if I get in a goalie fight, win 2, lose 1. So we get the first 2-on-2 action here with a minute to go. 2-on-2 is probably the biggest difference. When you're playing on All-Star, it's a lot harder to score because they don't have as much open ice. They intercept a lot more passes, and it's not as easy to get those 2-on-1 backdoor looks as it is on when you're playing on Pro. So get a breakaway here, but even with Bure, one of the fastest players in the game, not really able to get much separation. Like I said, speed changes a little bit, but I don't know what happened there. Just kind of lost the puck. It was a weird game for me losing the puck behind the net. I feel like glitched out a couple times maybe, or maybe it's just skated too much into the net or something like that. I don't know. So we also did not get team fire in the first period, which was weird. This time I do get that, but they spin a lot more also on All-Star, which staves off, or basically wards off a lot more hits also. So 10 seconds left in the first period, drawn to an end here. Looks like we're going to take the 1-0 lead into the break. Like I said, trying to hold on here and see if we can eliminate the Panthers. See how much we outshot them by 13-4, so it's right around, maybe a little bit less goals than normal, but right around normal for the shot-to-goal ratio. Actually, B-Ron save percentage is actually a lot better than I think it was last time, so we're not scoring goals as much as, or as prevalent as in the two games that I recorded before. I believe the two games I recorded before was 10-0 each game. My last one might have been 7-0 or something like that. But either way, there's been a lot of goals. But the one streak I do have going right now this is looking to be my 4th straight game on the shutout that I played. Looking on the breakaway there, looked like I had good luck, but able to bury it on the one-timer off the rebound. So I believe that was Eiserman assisted by Roenick. So Eiserman is the he's second or third leading point getter. I believe it's third. So looking to not really put it away, but give us a comfortable lead at 3-0. It's easy to score 2 goals on 2 quick breakaways on this game, especially when you up the level a little bit. So like I said, it was good to get that first goal. I guess technically second, but first goal after changing it from Pro to All-Star. Get the one-timer here, get the rebound, and then actually found both from the hot spot, so I'm able to get a good goal there. Actually, no, second one was not from the hot spot. So another goal for Roenick, his second on the game, giving us a 3-0 lead with about 2 minutes to go in the second period. So really at this point, just trying to hang on and get to the third period. Or not get to the third, get to the end of the third period without. That was a weird shot right there. The goalies anticipate it very well when you shoot it. When you shoot it towards one of the posts, I noticed that they slide out very far, and it looks like, oh, I might get a goal here because they way overplayed it, but they slide it right exactly to where the puck's going. Normally when you're playing on a lower difficulty on this game and you shoot it off towards one of the posts, then the goalie just kind of gets a tip of a glove or a stick or a blocker on it or something weird. So here's the second fight. Like I said, I ended up losing to Solana here. Just couldn't get much off. It was weird. It seemed really slow. It seems really slow right now too. But like I said in the last few videos, my X button's been a little bit slow, so it could be Y, but even square. I couldn't even land anything when I was doing the body blows for square. So and throw in Scott Gomez for the remainder of the period, then change it up a little bit at the intermission. So I believe it's about minute 20 to go, so second 2-on-2 of the game. See if we can bury one in this 2-on-2. Now we get the one-timer there, but B-Ron had the good save. So looking at another 2-on-1 and don't even get the shot off there. On the turnaround slapper, not much doing there either. So first 2-3 shots, not really finding anything. 4 seconds to go in the power play, or not in the power play, in the 2-on-2, and nothing doing. So Solana gets out. About 45 seconds to go. Seeing if we can bury maybe 1 or 2 more before the end of the period. And we get one with Bure there right in front of the net. off the pass from Scott Gomez. So Burry gets his 29th of the playoffs, giving us the 4-0 lead with about 40 seconds to go in the period. So drawing to the end of the second here. And if maybe we can net another one before the end of the period. Also see maybe we can get 10 again in this game. Didn't really feel like it though. Or didn't really feel like we were going to. Then able to get the rebound there, and Barry, I believe it was Ronick's third. Yep, his 19th playoff. So giving us the 5-0 lead. Big scoring, a large amount of scoring here at the end of the second period. Drawing to an end, about 5 seconds to go. Like I said, when I moved it up, there was a lot more hitting, so it seemed like it would go no more than 30 seconds without one of the people's helmets flying off. So I ended up changing the lineup to Ronick at center, Burry at wing, and then Adam Foote on defense. My bench my bench isn't good at all. Unless you're looking for passing or shooting. Scott Gomez and Brett Hull are pretty good. Foote's good with hitting, so whenever someone gets knocked down, I don't feel like having any fun on defense. It's good to throw him in. He's also got pretty good toughness, and I mean his other ratings aren't like terrible. It's not like the rest of the goons where you got like 95 checking, 95 toughness, and then everything else is basically non-existent. It's like all 50s. So moving into this third period here, about 35 seconds in. Like I said, a lot of helmets floating around the ice. It's one thing that I never really noticed is that the helmets, I think they stay on the ice unless one of the guys gets like checked. If he gets like flipped on the ice, then I think the helmets stay on. But actually I don't know. That'll be an interesting thing to find out. Because when you check the guy and does a flip, helmet flies off. And when you check him really hard into the boards, he doesn't go through the glass, then helmet flies off. And also when you check them through the glass or over the boards, then helmet flies off too. But I think when you check them over the glass, or check them into the glass or over the boards, then it goes out. Let's look at that. So still pitching the shutout here, like I said. Get the shutout here. That's 4 shutouts in a row, which would be cool. Hobby Bullen's overall save percentage in the playoffs, last time I checked, wasn't very good. But the average save percentage on this game is like an 850 anyway, so obviously the goalies isn't the biggest part of this game. Seemed to be a lot of poke checking this game though. Trying to look and see if we can find the open net there. I don't know if we get another face-off in this game though. It's been a while since I scored. There's a lot of bad looks for the shots. Inside a minute to go for the third period, so it looks like for all intents and purposes we got this series locked up. We can be able to move on and take on either the Penguins or the Maple Leafs, the winner of that series, and get one step closer to the Stanley Cup Finals. I also don't think we get Team Fire again. Try not to let up too many breakaways at this point in the game though. Like I said, try to get that 4th straight shutout. I've also been thinking about this next game, give Richter the start. So 20 seconds to go. See if we maybe net the 6th one of the game. Give Burry the hat trick. I believe he was 1 goal off. So counting it down. Only a few seconds left. Got a good look here, but also not able to bury. Another decent look, and not able to bury that one either. So that is the final. We are moving on to the Eastern Conference Finals, probably against the Toronto Maple Leafs. Like I said, they had the 3-1 lead. So honestly, a pretty good game for Biron there. He's stopped 40 of the shots. So yeah, like I said, I'll come back in the next few days with my next video for this series. I'll put the link to the entire playlist also in the description below. But yeah, that's pretty much it. This video.